Gang, gang, hey y'all, let's have breakfast together. It's semi-dough, man's got my little pea soup in my hot cup. Yeah, it's hot though, so let me let that cool down. I'm here to talk about your rainbow baby. Yeah, your little rainbow baby. Like, your babies can do some good stuff, yeah. They got a magical spirit. They're constantly getting into trouble at school if they're of school age. If it's a little small baby, don't leave the baby by itself. Divine guidance, loving, caring, level, steady, and honest. Blue sapphire. Don't let the baby sleep on its own. Fish, water, rebirth, higher self, feelings, luck, and health. Now, from when you bring this baby home, it don't stop barling, bruv. And you're starting to get real stressed about it. Simple. It's very simple. What you do is very simple. First of all, you take some sea salt. Nah, you're gonna have to strap this baby to your belly. You're gonna have to clean your windows and your doors from the window. I can hear it in my brain literally too. but but yeah, you're gonna have to clean your windows and your doors with some salt water. When it comes to your floor, yeah, sea salt. When it comes to your floor, get some pink Himalayan salt or pink rock salt. Wash the floors. So you wash the windows with white sea salt and you wash the floors with pink Himalayan rock salt. Any kind of pink natural salt. Because you want the floor to be loving and clean. You see me though? With the bleach, because you know we like to bleach our floor and them things there, you get me? So even if you put it into the bleach water, there's a floor water, any water you're gonna use, just add it in with your normal thing. And if you find so the floor is sticky after, then you just use the neat lemon, orange with the Himalayan rock salt. It's similar. Yeah, yeah, yeah. This is for you that just add baby. See it? Anybody there around you and their baby keep bawling, pass on the message. Just pass on this video. Yeah, we're having breakfast together this morning. Yeah, yeah. Your child is a special child. Might come across a bit crazy, but he's a special child. She's a special child. Hello, Indigo Trails. And I'm talking about these indigo babies, you know. So I'm like on the I ain't wordy with it, you get me? Like I'm not wordy like that, but I'm telling you from I really should have just called myself the ghetto oracle to be fair, but that is not cool. Yeah, so what you really need to look into is the scientific side of spiritual gifts. If you love your children, then you can look on my community page and you'll see words like psychopomp, xenoglossy. You can't be frightened of these big words that them put in to explain the natural things that one can do. Yeah. And because the institutions, because you can go to university and study parapsychology. You can go to university and study clairvoyant phenomenology. You see it? Like these are things that you actually can do in real life, and nobody go to your GP. In fact, the point asks them, "What's extrasensory perception?" And let what like what is what is xenoglossy? What is clairaudience? What is clairgustance? Talk to your GP and see how shit these general practitioners are. They can know, but they ain't telling you. No, they're going to say that you're mad and your child's mad and they need medication. Your child's autistic. All of these things there. These times your child's actually got powers, bro. Magical powers, spiritual gifts. Yeah, 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 yeah. So I'm not gonna draw it out and carrying on all long, yeah, right? But someone ain't listening to their child, and the child is telling you, "Good day, sky flower." Your child is telling you, "I'm seeing these things and hearing these things." Your child can hear conversations. Yeah. Okay, say you're there inside China. Your child can hear conversations that's going on in Canada, bruv. Conversations that they have no part in, but they can hear people talking, bruv, and they can tell you what they're saying. And you're like, this you is mad and it's scaring you. Don't be scared, bruv. That is clairaudient. He can hear far away. Yeah, she can hear far away. Us as parents, yeah, because I do have two boy children. One's 21, one just turned 15. So that's 3 and 6. So, so if in numerology, it's 3 and 6, in it, 21's 3, 15 is 1, 5 and 1, 6. So one don't really, when you come from a certain background, you don't really know about these things. And inside of your mind, you don't really think that they study these. I'm going to say, these white people, sorry if you're white, gang, but these white people actually have studies in these things because they wanted to understand why a certain demographic of people have certain powers. They then took experience, people that experience, yeah, experience is what you're called when you experience extrasensory perception with clairvoyant and because it contemporaneous. These are these words, gang. I did it for you, you know. Oh, like I fully did it for you. I fully looked into these things. So every month I'm gonna try put up a word. There's something called umbrokinesis, yeah? Bruh, bruh, bruh. Imagine your child can do umbrokinesis, just sit here and just turn the light on, bruv, and turn it off. There's things that our children can do, and some of us are too busy working. Some of us are too busy having job and them things there to really actually put time into learning about these special powers. Now, one time gone, you just didn't know about it. But with all of as you come out the room, you put them in front of the TV. As they come out the womb, see babies. But I didn't know no better. Yeah. So when my second child come, I put him in front of the TV. Learn your colours, learn your shapes. But one thing I did learn him from small was different languages. So when I was learning his colours, I would learn them in French, Spanish, and English. And he kind of picked it up fast. Once you see that your child picks up things fast, you have to look into it. Keep an eye on your children. Listen to what they're saying to you. If you don't understand what they're saying, Google it, Rev. Say, well, my child is hearing shit, Rev. Then they're going to say, rare. But in reality, your child is clairaudient. You see it? Your child can see things, Rev. That's remote viewing, remote sensing. These are not things that they teach us in school, primary school, secondary school, college. But these are things that they teach in psychiatrists, psychologists, psychotherapists. They're not teaching you though. No, because they need you. They need you. Yeah, they need you to be mad. And if you're good at it, they will employ you and pay you money to fuck with people. Yeah, it's crazy. The world that we live in is crazy. But the fact that you don't know most of these words that I'm saying is ridiculous. It's disrespectful to mankind. It's disrespectful to humans. It's disrespectful to the world itself. Yeah, how you can come now into a place, and this is all over the world, brother. This is not because every country talks about fairies, nymphs, and all of these things. Yeah, we're having breakfast. We're having breakfast. So every country knows Wagwan, but they didn't really put it into an institution, a doctrine. Inside the Bible, it says spiritual gifts, but it doesn't say umbrokinesis. Oh my God, Jesus. It doesn't say psychokinesis. It doesn't say parapsychology. It doesn't say nothing about no clairvoyant phenomenology. It don't have these words. Gang, gang, I'm gonna get my paper. Let me get my paper for you, yeah. It doesn't say nothing about temporal phenomenology. It doesn't say nothing about post-cognition or retrocognition or precognition. It doesn't say nothing about contemporaneous temporal phenomenology. It doesn't say nothing. It doesn't say nothing about remote viewing, remote sensing. It tells you stories about what is happening, but these people have put names. So when my man's predicting the future, oh, he's a prophet. He's a prophet, but it's precognition. That's what he's doing. He's precognitioning. Yeah. Before or prior to knowing. That's what his definition is. It's defined as a sort of extrasensory perception. So they put it into doctrine and now they learn themselves about things that a certain set of people can do. Now, this is not, it's not a black or white thing because I see witches eyes. I see them. I'm like, why you're a witch, man? You're a witch. And they look like witches. They look like wizards. They look like warlocks. They look like werewolves. You see people hairy or fuck, that them is from werewolf people. Yeah. But no, you're mad. Your general practitioner is going to tell you you're mad. Your child can't do that. Your child can't get on a motorbike, a gear bike, and know how to ride it at 10 years old. Your child can't do that. Oh, but he didn't drop off the bike though, and he changed the gears, didn't he? Yeah. And now he's coming to say, oh, this is what, and I swear I can do it. And and I'm like, yeah, that's called xenoglossy, bro. The machine told you how to do it. The elements around you told you how to do it. Bro, we're living in this place and them lie. And it's not even like they're lying. They're just withholding the evidence, withholding the truth, and saying, no, you're mad. And you're not. Contemporaneous clairvoyance involves the transfer of information from nature, from objects, and it's paranormal. These are things that it's not normal to them. You have things called paranoid schizophrenia. What if these people are just remote sensing and remote viewing? What if they're just clairaudient and clairgustant and clairalien? What then? We've got a whole load of paranoid schizophrenic that ain't fucking paranoid schizophrenics. We've got a whole load of paranoid schizophrenics, yeah, that are actually extrasensory perceptors. Yeah, right? So they say retrocognition is backwards knowing and precognition is before or prior to knowing. Contemporaneous, that contemporaneous phenomenology or clairvoyance, even telepathy. You have a child, yeah, and you're like, go to the, all right, so you got your child, yeah, and you go to a family function, and you're like, go to so and so, to so and so, and your child is like, blood, I don't want to go to so and so. This child can telepathically pick up on what that person's thinking. Like, I don't want to, and the child can't explain it in words. You've got psychometry, a form of retrocognition defined as the ability to make relevant information to make relevant and absorb information from objects. So I can hold this deck and absorb the information from inside of it. So every day, that's why you have to knock your deck every day, every day. Even if you didn't use it, you have to knock your deck because if you don't, you'll get yesterday's or the day before's. If you don't, You'll pick up old energy, old information. Big up yourself in the real life, Andrew Hamster Dad. Yeah, opened on forgiveness. May you let it be. I think, yeah, what this deck is saying to us right now, as the group that we're sitting here as, we can't make these things bother us. We can't make the fact that they've hidden or they've kept all of this information to their self bother us. We can't make this make us falter. We can't make it make us hate them. You get it? All it can make us do is look into what they're doing. You have to know your enemy. You have to. If you don't listen, you're not going to learn. You see, you see me though. You have to listen, not just to respond and not just to react. You need to fully listen to what they're saying so you can deep it. And then you'll be like, okay, okay, okay. So this is you lot's thing. So you put all of these words to understand us. Okay. You have to deep it. How you fight them back? You learn the fucking words, bruv. That's how you fight them back. You learn their words, you learn their vocabulary, you learn their language. So if it's legalese, that's the language that lawyers and barristers and judges and all of them man have to. I've seen if I got the Oxford book, but I don't have. It's probably packed up somewhere. Yeah, that's the language that they use. So when you go into a court setting, you have to know legalese, bro. Otherwise, they're just gonna talk around you. Yeah, 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 yeah. So when these people come to you now, or when you go to somebody like a general practitioner, you go to them and say, and they say, I'm hearing stuff, or I'm smelling stuff, or I'm seeing stuff. They're not going to say to you, this is this and that is that. They're going to give you medication and say you're mad. But if you go to them and say, oh, I think I've got clear alien abilities, you know, if they say, oh, what's that? Leave, leave. Don't even bother trying to explain it to them because they, one, already know what it is, or two, really don't know what it is. And three, you're not going to get no help there. That's why you have to learn for yourself. Use your internet. Everybody these days has got Wi-Fi in their whole house. Use your Wi-Fi to do one little short course, bro. Learn their words. So when you go to or anybody social services, police, anybody wanna come to you and be like, rare, you tell them, nah, man's man's got clairvoyant, clairvoyant phenomenology problems, bruv. Man's paranormal, fam. That's what you tell them. Nah, man's got retrocognition and postcognition. Yeah, and it's neurologically proven, yeah, that these things come through to my brain, right, and through my body, breath. Yeah, that's what you tell them. Don't try it with me. Don't try it with me. That's what you tell them. Clairvoyant phenomenology. My poor and them. Look how much notes I have to write down. Look, I'm tired of people trying to say three people is mad. I told you it doesn't matter what color you. Hey, the amount of white people I see kicking. Hey, I see one woman kicking one bottle, mash it up, going mad. She's clear audience. She can hear things, bro, and she don't understand. And no one ain't gonna explain to her. Clairvoyant interactions, and that's what you've been having. Clairvoyant interactions, a casual influence of a mind by immaterial entities without the intervention of the five senses. So that's taste, touch, smell, hearing, and seeing. Imagine your child trying to explain this to you. No, there's no shit, Rev. Yeah, imagine your child saying, no, I don't want to go out today. No, I don't want to go out today. You force the child to go out. See, big old blood clot car accident. So yeah, yeah. The baby can't explain itself all the way up. Listen, you're a baby till you when you're 21, you know. I said you are a baby and you will forever be a baby in the eyes of the Most High. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Clairvoyant simulation, a casual effect influence of a mind on nature or nature on the mind without the intervention of the five senses. So you're literally picking shit up through your hair, your skin, your eyelashes, your fingernails. Yeah, they ain't saying this to you. Why would they tell you? When it's more profitable for them to just inject you and say that your picnic has got, what's him calling him again? ADHD and autism and all of these things. These times your child is having clairvoyant interactions with nature, bruv. Clairvoyant simulation with nature. Because the clairvoyant interaction is one with the entities. So your child, stop me talking to your picnic, man. That is why you can't leave babies by themselves, because they have clairvoyant interactions with entities, and the entity will come and take away your baby. That's why these white people forever having picnic that's got caught deaf. Forever the duppy come and say, oh, you don't want the baby. All right, me take him. We call it duppy. The ghost come and take the baby and said, all right, there is no such thing as cot death, bruh. Duppy, the ghost come and take the baby and said, all right, there is no such thing as cot death, bruv. And what did they call it? They can't even explain to you what cot death is. The baby just dead, so don't leave it by itself. Are you going to carry something inside of yourself for 9 months and then leave it in the room by itself for all 2 hours? How are you going to do that? Oh, there's a baby monitor there. Your baby monitor goes fuzzy. That's the entity. It's the entity coming and messing with the baby. So why is this fuzzy, Rev? It's the entity. Don't let the baby say, if you're going to clean, as long as you're a small baby, don't use things, put the baby outside. I know when I was in foster care, the white woman used to wrap up the baby and put the baby outside because they're less likely to be, because nature's out there. You see it? That's where nature is. Nature will take care of the baby and the entities will pass it. But as long as the baby's in a room by itself, in a cot, then he's like, you don't want this. Why would they tell their own people that? They wouldn't tell them. Why? Because if they tell you that, they have to explain that clairvoyant interaction is real. Duppies and what do they call them? Discarnate. This I can't even remember. Where's that? Immaterial entities. No, I had to write it down. Immaterial entities, which we know as duppy, ghosts, zombie spirits. That's the clairvoyant interaction. So the clairvoyant simulation is your child will be like, yeah, I don't want to go there today. Nature's telling a picnic, stay in your yard or go or do this or do that. But it's nature. It's natural. You got clairvoyant cognition. The phenomenologically indirect knowledge of another person's thoughts or mental states, indirect knowledge of an object or event by nature. How is your child meant to tell you this, bruh? But you got people out there. I'm talking, in fact, yeah, I'm talking to everybody, white and brown. Me no business about you, cause no pink can't be brown. Sometimes you got a grey though. Honestly, I see it one time, yeah, I was with my friend here and he was scared. And he just looked waxy. I was like, oh my God, that's mad. And then yeah, my son was scared too. Yeah, but they was both scared. So he was pale white and my white friend was cream waxy. But I was like, raw, like you can literally be scared to the point where your color changes, like the color drained from them. Yeah, I thought it was hilarious. I was saying, don't start me off. And I hope you. What kind of fool gets out the car, yeah, Halloween, in the middle of a field, bruv? There's cows on that side, bruv. There's some, like it was a fun fair, but it was nighttime, so it would close down. And then this young man, he was like, I can see something moving. I'm like, bruh, why? Are you not crazy? They got out the car. All of a sudden, can I help you? Me, I think it was a ghost. I said, look how you could have got us killed. Before I could say, don't go out the car, this is how people get killed. They was at the car and back, drained of colour, bro. I laugh. I'm still laughing. I had to put the laugh on rest, give myself headache. That the laugh there, Lord. Even now, I just can't listen. It was hilarious. It was hilarious. They both looked white, but one looked grey white and one looked cream white. It was mad. I said, yeah, look how much you must nearly make us get killed. I said, the only reason why they're not killing us is because I find it so funny. I said, I'm saving you, I'm saving you. It was hilarious, honestly. But I've never seen anybody scared to that point. So I know that he's shaking. He couldn't turn on the car. It was hilarious. We was in Wales, yeah. And we were driving down this long dark road. And I said to him, listen, you better stop before we hit water, bro. We can't see shit. And then obviously on one side, young money was like, oh, I can see this. So we just about had enough space to turn around. Countryside, you know, these people crazy. What are you getting out the car for? Y'all sick in your head. Stick in the car. But they got us all killed, bro. It's pea soup. Like, what are you slurping for? I want to get my peas, bro. Breakfast time and summer. So telepathy. So don't confuse clairvoyant cognition with telepathy. You see, they're both the same thing, but I think it's experienced in different ways. So you've got mental mediumship, and they call this anomalous communication with immaterial entities. Discarnate spirits, yeah, but they don't like to be called that, bro. The ghost and them things don't like to be called discarnate spirits. They don't like that. Immaterial entities, they're like, that is a definition of it, but they don't like. It's just like gypsies don't like to be called gypsies. They'd rather be called travelers. The survival hypothesis. I don't know where that came from, but yes, that's they don't like it. And you got survival hypothesis. You got physical mediumship. You got automatism. So that's automatic writing and xenoglossy. So the xenoglossy one, yeah, is where an entity can impress its own personality or skills onto a person. Excuse me. Yeah. So I think I've given you enough words in it. You're like, bitch, golly, God, you're taking this serious, isn't it? I told you. Because I can't kick down people when them call me mad. I can't do it. You're not allowed. You have to use reasonable force. And sticks and stones is meant to break people's bones, but their words is not meant to hurt. And when you call people mad, it make them go find things. When you call people mad, yeah, right? The actual real mad people, yeah, then they're mad in it. But the people like me, that is, I wouldn't say that I'm clairvoyant, yeah, but that's what it's saying that I am in it. And because I'm studying clairvoyant phenomenology, they don't like it. Discarnated spirits, they don't like it. And because I'm studying clairvoyant phenomenology, oh, you threw me off. So basically, at the end of the day, what is it? Clairvoyant phenomenology is communication, receiving information from nature, animals, machines, and spirits. Y'all babies can do this, man. This is what your kid can do. Stop fucking with the youth. Stop fucking with him. Stop fucking with her. Teach this kid, bro. Listen to the child. When your child comes and says, because it's the writing, they just write and they don't know what they're writing. It's called automatism. And they will write things down. And then most of the time, it doesn't even get read back. Most of the time, I told you I used to do this from when I was 17 years old. Automatic writing, this automatic writing. And when I read back my things now, I'm like, rah, what the hell? Where's it gone, bro? There's ain't no glossy one. I'm like, rah, this is my yeah, yeah, yes, yes. No, no, you went far into this. I had to go all the way in because I don't like it. Too damn bad if they don't like their place. If who don't like their place, what you mean, love? Oh, the material. I don't care. I'm gonna call them what I want to call them. You do that. You do that, man. And then watch them turn into poltergeists. Yeah, there it is, right here. Watch them turn into these they can move your things, bro. Listen, Andrew, hamster dad. Let me explain something to you, baby. You see when you can't find your things? Yeah, yeah, yeah. You're upset still. Yeah. Yeah, they're serious. They're serious. These immaterial spirits, they're serious. They are. They don't like no disrespect. That's why, yeah, you could be around somebody, yeah. I'm talking to you, Andrew. You could be around somebody and they upset you, and instantly something happens to them. I was in the car with a guy and he was talking shit, Rev. And I'm saying, look, you've got more opportunities in that Jamaica, let's use Jamaica, you got more opportunities because you can sell fruit and food at the roadside. You can't do that in England. You see it like you can't walk up to cars and be set. Well, you can't really do that in England. So I'm saying that there's more kind of opportunities like that. He was like, "Ah, oh, you're dumb, bear, bear, bear." He just started going in. Do you know what happened to him? Car mirror, the van mirror mash off. He just backed up and mashed off the. Because I was vexed. I'm like, listen, it's a fact, isn't it? It's a fact. Mash out his car mirror. And that's from that day there, I said, oh, I need to be careful how I take offense. Yeah, I need to be careful because I'm sensitive. Yeah, I'm sensitive. I'm sensitive, bro. And if you upset me, I feel it in my chest. Yeah. And I was like, well, I'm not saying nothing no more. The minute I chose to not say nothing, mash off your car door mirror. So you, Mr. Andrew, yeah, you could be around somebody that causes, all right, well, go on, that causes you some type of, and they come and blow on you. Yeah, they come and blow on you and that, it's like put breeze on you and that. Yeah, it's weird. But I will, it's funny. It's funny. But yeah, just let them know, because listen, we don't like take no check and we don't like disrespect. They don't like it. So whoever's in the right more time is gonna be vindicated straight away. Yeah. So you might know you're chatting, because they listen all the time. Mm. They do got sense of humor though. They do. But they don't like bullies. Some of them, the ones around me anyway, don't. They give me extra strength to kick down bullies, yeah. Yeah, turn into a Hulk, bruv. Beat the bullies up. But what I want you lot to really, really focus on is if your child likes to write or draw, look at the drawings. And if you're not sure, you can send the drawings to people like me and we can analyze them. Because people go to university, you've got handwriting, you've got people that study your handwriting, bruv. And if you write in a certain way, it means this, this, and this about you. Mm, mm. Me personally, I don't trust no one with my brain. I don't trust nobody with my brain. That's why I came and did this myself. I don't want no one telling me nothing. I'm stubborn and I am just to myself. Don't tell me nothing. I'll find that I can read and I could write. And I could read from when I was 3 years old. I don't remember a time where I couldn't read. I don't. I used to hold the paper like this and I used to read to my nan while she was washing the dishes. And she used to laugh to herself. She used to laugh until she really come back and was like, but you can read though. Yeah, at first I used to make up my own shit in it. But after a while, I could just read and I was only 3. They spent their whole life to get there. Why they spent their whole life to get there where they are now. They want to complain. The dearly departed and I have extremely close rapport. No disrespect ever intended, beautiful and wise sister. I know you didn't mean it like that. That's why I said to you, they actually do have a sense of humor. They really do. They really do. And that's why I told you. But and you're telling me, you're confirming what I said to you. Because you know yourself. They do things fast, 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 fast. And when people bother you, fast, 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 fast. Yeah. And people don't know these things. And on top of that, people are so busy internalizing things that they don't really protect their children. Yeah. Got people like me that is not new to what's going on, but we're new to the definitions. Okay, so now we're defining it. Now we're shaping it, we're molding it. We're like, okay, so this is what it is. That these English people and these, let's call these them institutes, do have words for it. They do study us powerful ones. They do study us. So why not us study ourselves? Why not us look and see, okay, I could do that, that, and that. Oh, is that what it's called? So, automatic writing. And these are two forms of automatism. You've got automatic writing and xenoglossy. So, automatic writing, yeah, is when like you can go into a trance or you could just be sitting there and all of a sudden you find yourself just writing stuff or recording it. Yeah. So here, the definition is conveying information whilst in a trance-like state of unconsciousness via verbal or written. So that when it's verbal, it's a form of dictation. Mr. Chelina used to make us do dictation in primary school. Yeah. So I'm writing and you're talking, and I'm writing what you're saying. That's dictation. You're dictating to me what I put down on the paper. Yeah. So that's another form of automatic writing. And it's received via outside of the body. So it's not your fault. And it's received via outside of the body. So it's not your fault. The communication is coming through to you via something else. I like to say messages are brought to me on the wind, innit? Yeah. So because that's what it feels like, breeze, and then woo, woo, woo. Xenoglossy is an entity that impresses its own personality or skills onto a medium that the medium don't know. So like you don't know how to ride a pedal bike. You've never ridden a pedal bike before. You get on a pedal bike and you're like, oh, I'm gonna ride this. I know that I can. And then you ride it automatically. You've got an entity or nature or spirit. Because I would personally say, yeah, that spirits are from your circle, innit? So a spirit is like, okay, blowing in my face, thank you. A spirit is like your family, your bloodline, your heritage, and things like that. And entity now is something outside of your circle, like you don't know this entity. That's why they call it familiar spirits, innit? Because spirit is familiar to you, but this entity is not. But so that's why there's different. That's why you've got entity, spirit, ghost in it, because the ghost is an apparition. So sometimes you can't see spirits, so you can see them. I think some are gold and silver and things like that. But yeah, yeah. So and there's no specific duration of how long it could last for. So you could, all right, even better than that, yeah. You get into a automatic car with no previous knowledge of how this is xenoglossy. You get into an automatic car. You've never driven an automatic car before. No, a manual, because even worse, you got to change gear in the manual, innit? So you get into a I always get confused between the two. So you get into a manual car and you find that you can drive it and you've driven. That's xenoglossy. Mm. So you've got young people that like you've got young people, you've got big people that yeah, I just knew how to do it, bruv. I don't even know. I didn't even no one didn't teach me how to drive. I just learned how to drive myself. I just got in the car and then it just happened. Yeah. An entity helped you. Or one of your spirits that is familiar to you, that knew how to drive, that liked to drive, showed you how to do it. one of your grandparents, uncle that passed away, auntie, any one of them. And it don't even have to be one of them that knew how to drive. They just know the mechanics. It's weird. It is very weird, but that's why they call it paranormal phenomenology. I like long words, right? So your word for today is sapiosexual introvert. Yeah. So out of all of these words, yeah, that's what you need to know. What is a sapiosexual introvert? A person like me that likes to stay inside, yeah, and don't have nobody around, chat to the camera, turn the camera off and be like, yeah, that was a good day still. Introvert is a person that don't like crowd. Yeah, that's just put it simple. And the sapiosexuals, people that find learning stuff, them find it sexually appealing. Yeah, it's weird. It is weird, but that's a life got. So on that note, let me draw you two couple. Woo, like that. I need to start give you some cards. You know, the connection begins to get unstable. Getting too excited. Another thing, sometimes we sit there and believe said outside gremlins is messing with our connection. These times we're just very excited. Independence, 13. Be a water bird. Be playful. And the rhino spirit, paranormal phenomenology, tantric. Listen, don't start, you know, don't start. That all paranormal phenomenology, that tantric, yeah, it is very, honestly, oh, just like the word war. Oh my God. Say war, I'm like, war who? Who's warring? Because you know, if you survive, you're gonna put that one piece of dancing, that one piece of festivities, that one piece of don't get excited and make the connection go again. All right, overcome any obstacle. One time I was playing with a guy telepathically, yeah, right, and I turned into one of these. He turned into one of these first, and then I turned into an ancient one. Dashed him out, bro. Dashed him out. Plain gone. Yeah. Overcome any obstacle. No, I'm only saying it because people like to live, and spirit has the plan. Bring your ideas to life. And we're gonna wash it away now because I love things away with the sea. I like to wash away all of the bad vibes. I like to wash. You know, you have to just be clean, isn't it? Though. Rather wash mercy. All right, so the cloud people are here. They're here, yeah, because they're the galactic police. Yeah, yeah, yeah. What one do I want? Okay. Your child is powerful. Try to go into more depth so you can understand and help your child more. These little indigo babies and these rainbow babies and that. We're all here for a reason, guys, and we all literally have to work together. Narcissist, empath, we all have to work together, bro. A narcissist will stop you from being too empathic, and the empath will stop you from being too narcissistic, being too empathic, and the empath will stop you from being too narcissistic. You have to work together. Find a, a good medium. And on that note, I'm going to say thank you all. Thank you all for joining my live today. Thank you for what. Thank you for staying, and just enjoy your day, gang, gang. Like, yeah, enjoy your day. Enjoy your day. Do something playful. Like, just remember, it's not that deep. Anybody comes into your energy is going to get backed up, bruh. Yeah, this is the time. This is the time. Ain't it good to be alive? He didn't even come out this time. So tired, but I'm forever coming out. And I'm sending you love. I'm sending you light. And I'm sending you truth and honesty. Because with all of those, you always get true. Big up yourself in the real life. I'm going to do my booty band and dance because we're not trust fund. Bye, y'all. It's better if I end the stream first, isn't it? Gang, gang. from the black country. Big up yourself in the real life, without.